Hello, Mary Lou here to share my new journal, a new journal that I've created and made with you. The kit I used for this journal is from Screech Owl Studios, and it's called Take a Ride With Me. I also used some ephemera from Christie Art Design, some lavender tags that she created. Also, I think there's one pocket made with something that was left over from my A Letter to Rose journal, and I made it into a pocket. So that's from Nectaria's Creations. So that's it on that, other than ephemera that I found online. It is 7.5 by 5.5 with about 1.5 inch spine. It has 100+ pages, and it has 3 signatures sewn in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Okay, here's your front, the picture of a gal, an old vintage gal, riding a bike. Oh, all of the pages, all of the covers have been coated with multi-matte medium and then assembled so that they would be separate entities, but then I could sew them together. So you have a page from the kit. This is some music paper that I found, an old song about cyclists. And then this. There's lots of lace, as you can see, and trim around the edges. There's a layer of lace here, and then there's this doily down here. And then on this pin is 2 different types of lace that are just pinned on. A couple of 3 flowers with some leaves and some fibers from Denise's shop. The spine has some beautiful lace to cover the stitches. And then there's the back. It's a page from the kit that I added this Enjoy the Ride to. Okay, it's been stitched. I think that's it. We can go inside. Oh, and the cover itself is enforced with Tyvek. We can't go in yet. And it's made from a hanging folder, the green folders. And so I cut it to size and then created this. So now let's go inside. It's a beautiful kit created by Yvonne. I loved it the minute I saw it. I like the bike theme, and I love the colors used, as you'll see as we go through. So on the front, I created a pocket from a page from the kit, and I put in a large tag with some fibers from Denise's shop. There you see, and the story begins, and then a couple of pieces of vintage advertisements. First page of the kit that I used for the first page, the page from the kit that I used for my first page in my journal is this beautiful one of the bike. Take a Ride With Me, so that names the kit. And on all the pages that are printed digital pages, there is lace, lots of different kinds of lace. I used lots of trims, lots of fibers, lots of ribbon, lots of lace. I used lots of vellum. You'll see that throughout, and some pins and some tags. So we'll go ahead and go on through. Okay, so nice pasted journal. Can journal here. This is a glassine bag from Denise's shop with 2 types of trim here and some lace here. I put a little fabric pin on there with a little tag that you can write whatever you want on this tag. A new stamp I got, and I like it. Okay, there's some stamping, a beautiful doily from Denise's shop. Here's a library card folder and a tag, or it's actually a card that I just made into a tag. And I believe, yes, this little pocket was just plain in the kit, and so I added these beautiful violets on the front of it because I thought it was so pretty. And then there's some lace. I used some vellum, and on the vellum that I used, I sprayed with my Lindy sprays and my Dr. P.H. Martin, and did some glimmer mist on them as well. So they're very pretty, and they match the kit. I said I used a lot of vellum in the kit. Here's a polka dot piece that I used for a pocket. Added lace and trim and a Martha Stewart punch. And then here's an envelope I created from some paper I had in my stash. And I used some of this in my last prayer journal I made, and I had some left over. So here's some glimmer misted and beautifully sprayed paper that I did tea stain and bake in my oven. So you've still got some of that in here. But for the most part, this kit is not tea dyed. This journal is not tea dyed or stained. I did a lot of spraying instead. But there are places where I will show you that there is some tea in it. And I used Rubio's tea, so it smells really good. Okay, and then here's some, oops, back page. Yeah, that's it. I did some stenciling. Here's a beautiful doily from Denise's shop that I used, and I printed out a picture of some violets on some vellum and just attached it to a card. So that sits in here. If I can get it back in. Yes, there we go. And in the pocket that I created behind there is some ephemera from the kit and a couple of different sizes of tags with some fibers and ribbon. And it's on this piece that is white on the back side. I did a little stamping so you can sure journal here and here with the stamping there as well. This is the parchment paper I said was not tea stained. It's ivory in color, so I thought it just really blended with this kit well. Here's one of the little cards from Christie's Art Design that I used and printed on vellum. Beautiful page from the kit. There's beautiful on this side as well. Here's a piece of designer paper that I had in my stash, and I made a little pocket out of a tea-stained, no, it's parchment. And then I printed this picture out on vellum and put it on here. Here's some, this journal belongs to, and a couple of tags. Did some stamping on the back, and then there's one of the journaling cards included in the kit. The other side, isn't that beautiful? I just loved that color. And I found this artwork online, so I thought, oh, that looks good. So we're putting that in. And I added some lace, a little bit of stamping, and a pocket made out of an index card that I did tea dye. Some stamping there as well. I made these in the center of every pocket, so of every signature, excuse me, so there's going to be 3 of them. There's hearts on a string. This has a little pocket with stamping and a couple of pieces of ephemera from the kit. I printed this out on vellum so it would pop, and it does. Then here's a shrunk down page that I made some places to just do some journaling. So it's an actually signature, and it's sewn together. And then here's a little vellum envelope that I used a page from the kit to print out on the vellum. And then here's some tea-stained paper for you to just do some journaling in, a little spot for a note. And on this side, I did a little bit of stenciling. And again, the theme from the kit. There's another, I left these blank so that you can do whatever. I started to put some paper here, just, maybe frame it with the purple so that you could do some journaling, but I thought, no, I'll leave that for you to decide what to do with. You might want to add something of your own, photos or such. But there is plenty of room for journaling in this kit because Yvonne left even places on this. And I wanted to make a point. Somebody mentioned that, one of my friends mentioned that she couldn't journal on some of the pages from kits that people print out. And I believe that would be on the ones printed with a, mine's an HP inkjet printer that is water resistant. It will not run. I hold it under the faucet and it just stays put and dries beautifully if you keep it flat. But this writes on really well with an ink pen. I've tried it to make sure. So it's not printed with a laser printer. Okay, here's another card that a little flip spot that has been, you can see, tea stained. And I made a little pocket by putting another piece back here. And here's an old vintage man and woman. Looks like they've been to the beach and they're pedaling away. Here's a couple of stamps that I have. There's a tiny tag from the kit. We tuck those in and get them out of my way. And then I love these vintage photos. So there's one for you to see. Cute with a couple. And then in the back, the pocket that's created behind there, there's a piece from the kit that I gave you for journaling on, and a tag, a medium and a large tag. Okay, and they have some stamping on them. And some lace and fibers and ribbon. Okay, I used another one of the pieces of ephemera from the kit and made it just as place to put something from this is from the kit. This is just ephemera I found online. And then this is a piece that I just made into a tag. So, it's the other side of that paper, again with some vellum printed out and inked on or glued on there. There's a little tuck spot. Got a card from the kit and a tag from the kit, and then this delightful couple on their bicycle. And this is from the kit. There's a little paper clip that says dream. And on the other side of the tuck spot, there's a piece from the kit and the stenciling that I did. And then there's some pieces from the kit, just tucked in there. The other side of that tracing paper that's all sprayed so pretty, there's another page. Look at that. Look at the colors on that. Take time to do what makes you happy. And that's crafting, right? Okay, so there's that. And there's Wink of Stella here. There's the doily. I took a page from the kit and just folded it in half, or folded it down with an edge so it's got a nice thicker edge. And inside, so it's a pocket. And then I put these pieces. An old vintage photo, an ad. And there's a cute one. It says, "You'll do all right now." So he's helping her and holding her up. I'm not sure she's convinced, but there you go. Lots of journaling spaces here. And certainly on the pages that, that are from the kit. Now this is the next signature. So we finished the first one. I printed out on vellum this beautiful painting that I thought went so well with the kit. So there you go. This is the piece from Nectaria's creation. It is a piece left over, like I said, from when I made a letter to Rose. And so I thought it fit well and looked good. So there you go. Now, here's another beautiful piece of tracing paper that's sprayed up so pretty with stenciling. And then I had this little piece of green trim in my stash, so I thought it would look beautiful on there, and I hope you think so too. Again, there's room for journaling there, and here where I did stenciling, and here. Here's a little cute little I don't know if it's a doily, I don't know what you call this. Just a piece of pretty lace that a dear friend of mine sent me that I've known for years and years. And I finally got to use it, found somewhere to use it. I added a little bit of pearls just to give it some more texture. Room to journal there. Here's a pocket from the kit that I added a piece of vellum to. And inside the pocket is a piece from the kit, an old ad. This lady doesn't look real convinced she's happy to be on that bike, but there's a photo. There's an ad made into a tag. And here's an envelope with a piece of tea-stained paper that I polka dotted one that I sprayed up. Can you see the sparkle? I hope so. And that's a vellum rose on the front. And this is vellum. It's a vellum envelope as well. If I could get it back in there. There we go. Okay, here's another piece of a beautiful envelope, or a lace doily, excuse me. And there's a page from the kit that I added the little gal to. Here's a pocket I created with a tag from the kit and another vintage photo. We're at the center of the signature now, so here's beautiful lace paper that I had in my stash, and I made the center of the signature with the pocket over here and the tag, or pocket over here and a tuck spot here. So there she is again. And this was a beautiful strip I made out of vellum that I attached there. Then here's another vellum envelope with a page shrunk down from the kit with lots of paper to journal on. Extra paper's fun, huh? There's another vellum piece that I put there, so you got room to journal there and over here on this page is fine. And here, and here. There's another beautiful page from the kit. Isn't that pretty? And certainly you can write here. That doily. Here's a glassine envelope from Denise's shop with a tag in it or a card that you can journal on. This is from the kit. So I used it as a little tuck spot for that. Then I included some little lavender note card or paper that you can do some journaling on. More places to journal, some more stenciling, another little pocket with some ephemera from the kit, and another piece I found. Beautiful vellum roses. Another beautiful page from the kit that I added this piece of vellum to that I had printed out. Look at the tracing paper in green. Love it. Here's a pocket from the kit with a bike from the kit. Here's a piece of ephemera, a large tag, a very large tag, and then another piece from the kit that you can do some journaling on. And back here, there's a paper clip that says live, and there's this an envelope that I made out of some paper I had in my stash with some paper that I used, and I did tea stain, and it's got lots of glimmer mist on it and sprays. Beautiful paper to journal on. Whoops, here we go. That's the end of the second signature. And going on to the next one. Here's a belly band from the kit. And I added some lace and some Wink of Stella. This is some of the paper goods I found when I went to my local hospice yesterday. Here's a vellum envelope with paper print. It's printed from the kit. So it's got those beautiful purple and lavender flowers on it. And I included these little pages that you can do some journaling on. Let's do that later. Get on with this. I try to make them not so long. I try. Okay, there's some more of that pretty lavender sprayed vellum, and actually this is stenciled a little bit. See the leaves? Another great page, pretty page from the kit. Journaling space, another glassine envelope. There's a photo of a gal riding on a bike. I think it's propped up, so it's not for reals. There's 2 pieces of lace and a little bit of trim. And you can close it with that tuck spot, and that is from the kit, and another one of the little spots to journal. Here's some paper that I had in my stash. It may be from Teasdale or one of the other ones I got at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Some stamping and stenciling and spraying. I see glimmer mist too. Here's a pocket I made from the page, and inside I put a pocket that was the other side of that page, so you have more room for journaling. There you go. And little stamping. And here's a couple of advertisements, some very ancient advertisements. Another beautiful page from the kit. And then I put in some more paper that I had in my stash. I love this color. You saw, I don't think you've seen it. This is just into the journal, so no. Here's another piece of that beautiful purple that I put a piece of trim along here, and then this beautiful lace to just set this pocket off. It's a corner pocket, as you can see, and it's got the beautiful violets in the background. This is a Martha Stewart punch, and I just made it into a little card, a place to do some journaling. Tuck it in there. And this is the inside of that paper. I thought it was beautiful and more violets. I went on a search for violets and things that would go with it. There's another page from Christy Art, or a little tag or a card. Here's a pocket that I did some stenciling on, a side pocket. Inside is an envelope again. with a card from the kit. And this is a vellum envelope. And then this is a card from the kit. Here's a pocket I made from a index card that I tea stained, and in it we have a tag and a piece of ephemera. Here's some graphics that I've had for years and years that I purchased years ago, and so I thought it fit the kit, so I put it in with this journal. Here's a little slip-in spot. Got some lace on there, a vintage gal in her outfit that they wore for bike riding. There's an ad, one of the large tags with lots of lace on it and some fibers. And then another one of those cards that I found at the hospice thrift store. Okay, on this side of this beautiful page, I put a piece of lace to make a pocket. And I hadn't planned on doing it. I added it late this evening before I did the video, and I thought, oh, I need it. And so to put in there, since I didn't have a lot of stuff left over, these were things I found at the hospice thrift store yesterday. So I thought I'll include them. If you don't want them in here, you can use them elsewhere and just put in here what you desire. Another beautiful page from the kit. Here's some more of my printing on vellum, some more stenciling, more stamping, and look at this beautiful bike. That's why I chose this piece of paper. I loved this side. Maybe this side didn't go with the kit quite as well, wherever it is, but I thought this was gorgeous and I had to include it. So there's a little tuck spot here, a pocket with a card in it from the kit, and another tag from the kit. Here's another, whoops, I think I skipped, yeah. Some more vellum, and this is a page from the kit. Isn't that beautiful? It's got a little bit of lavender, purple, and then the blue. So I put this piece here, and it looks beautiful shining through. Here's another little tuck spot that's got polka dots and or bubbles, whatever you want to call it. A little lace and a piece from the kit. And inside, there's a pocket here, and then a pocket there. So I put a tiny little tag, a piece that I stamped, and then there's the bloomer suits that they wore, like we saw in that picture just back a ways. So we'll stick these back in. And then here's another bicycle costumes by Joe Wanamaker. So the bloomers and dresses that they wore to bicycle in. The other side of that beautiful doily, page from the kit. That's the last page and the last signature. On the outside, on the back side pocket, on the back side cover, there's a pocket that I put the trim. This is a page from the kit. And here's a large tag that you can do whatever you like with. You could add things to it or leave it as is. And some ephemera. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, and you haven't subbed already, I hope you'll sub my channel and that you will put a like and a comment. We always love to hear your comments. If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. So, bye-bye for now.